Good morning. My name is Leslie Williams and I am in San Diego County, San Diego, California, and this is video number 3 of at least a 3-part video series. And if I decide to make a 4th video, I will copy and paste that 4th video's YouTube title in the description of this YouTube video, so you can copy and paste it at YouTube in order to be able to bring it up in order to watch it. Now, this video series was not made the way I actually wanted to make it, because I have so much cooperating printed out material and books, okay, that are not in my direct physical proximity right now, okay. And since I got other things going on, I'm preparing to move, I did not, to be totally honest with you, have the time to get them out. But I can give you the description of these cooperating materials so you can go to the internet and research them. In fact, you'll probably get even more of an in-depth overview, at least, of this material that I'm going to describe by you researching it. Because I would have just basically just showed you the cover of the books, the titles of the blogs, the titles of the websites, and which I'm gonna do, but basically I'm just not going to be showing you the pictorial representation of this material, but I will be verbalizing their titles, so you can research, just automatically just go to Google and YouTube when appropriate, and research these more in-depthly, which is actually a benefit for you, because the whole intent for me is to inform the public, and I'm not just talking about the American public, because all human life is precious. I view any human life from any other country just as important as any American life. Excuse me for 1 second. That's right. Because at the end of the day, no matter what country you are from, no matter what religion you are or lack of, I view human life to be as equally as important as the next. That's right, baby cakes. Now, the reason why I make these videos is for that reason. And because, you know, I look at it this way. See, I know what they did to me, more than likely what they did to my family, more than likely either, I don't know if my ex-husband was involved directly to organized stalking or if he was a target too. I still don't know that to this day. But I do know, though, that what I experienced in all of the relationships that I have had have been influenced by organized stalking, gang stalking expeditions. And the technological resources that are attached to these expeditions are directly in line with, excuse me, and can be connected to, pardon me please, all of the cooperating material that I'm going to discuss to you. Now, let me get my shirt on, because as you can probably see, I'm hiking here in California, San Diego County, and the homelessness that I'm actually in right now was not created by any lifestyle I ever had, by any choice I ever made, or lack of choice that I ever made. It was literally intentionally created by the organized stalking, gang stalking expedition of me, that is happening to me. And in your first day of research, you will, concerning organized stalking and gang stalking, you will discover online, excuse me, that creating homelessness of a targeted individual is one of their main objectives for the targeted individual, because it brings the targeted individual closer to the exploitation concerning some of the criminal motivations they can have for a targeted individual. One targeted individual can be picked for multiple different motivations in reference to the motivations that the perpetrators have for that targeted individual. It's all about, at the end of the day, exploitation, money, control, and containment of exposure of the crimes, in reference to the perpetrator's point of view concerning why the targeted individual was picked. And I will be proven in this particular video that I am a gang stalking target by transferring to you just one of over 800 separate audio files of individuals getting around me on a daily basis everywhere I go, and literally repeating gang stalk gang stalker and or gang stalking, along with some other words back to back with those 3 selected words, in order to remind me that I'm a victim of this crime by literally having the audacity, through the stalking, observation, and surveillance of me, placing individuals along my routes on a daily basis to say these and repeat these words, along with specific physical gestures and other techniques. It was just basically their way to let me know that I'm being stalked. Now, getting to the meat and potatoes of why I'm making this particular video. This is video number 3. Look in the description of this YouTube video for the cooperating YouTube titles in reference to the videos that this one is stemming from. And if one is made, if there's a video number 4, that YouTube title, this is 3. If I make a 4th, that 4th YouTube video title will also be in the description of this YouTube video. Now, if you're going to have to watch video 1 and 2, because 1 and 2, 3, and if there's a 4, are being built off of 1 and 2. Parents, anyone who is watching this video, this applies to you. Watch those videos. You don't have to do it back to back. If you got to run somewhere today, or go somewhere, or take a nap, or you don't feel good, or you got stuff to do, whatever, just watch it tomorrow, the next day, or next week. And then once you hear what I state in the videos, it'll become anchored in your mind. And the mind is pretty cool because it has a way of connecting the dots, you know, and juggling around the information that is connected to prior information. It's called synthesizing. So that will give your brain the ability to connect the dots, even when you'll see different videos. You'll see, if you watch 4 videos and they're all related and you don't see them back to back, basically just like if you were watching a television series, you can't wait till the next show comes on so you can see what happened as a result of the previous show. That's basically what I'm saying. So you don't even have to watch them back to back. My only prayer, my sincere hope from the bottom of my heart, is that you watch these videos that are part of the series, and then when you have time, please go to my YouTube channels and look at all the videos. As much videos as you can digest from my YouTube accounts, because every single thing that I do for you. Literally. Okay? Now, this is video 3 of this at least 3-part video series, and the following statements are to be considered a continuation of video 1 and 2. Now, let me light this cigarette real fast, because I just got done spending the last hour and a half going through some older YouTube videos. Some YouTube video, the audio of some YouTube videos, in order to be able to find them by filtering through numerous audio files, and then transferring the pertinent segments of those particular audio files onto one audio file, so you can have supporting audio to the statements that were made in video number 1, 2, and this one. That's right, baby cakes. I went through all this morning for you. And I'm going to tell you something. If you watch this video series alone, it will open up your eyes and you will literally never see the world the same way. You're not meant to. And if you pay attention to my videos, you're going to eventually grieve over the loss of what you thought was our country and what is happening in our world. And you might even hate the messenger for a little while. I would rather you hate a messenger for a little while than you live in ignorance. Because living in ignorance is not a healthy thing. Not when it comes to these subject matters, sweet peas. Please listen to what I'm saying. Now, before I make those statements concerning the statements being a continuation of video number 1 and 2, I also want to direct you to some YouTube titles really fast. Just really fast. Go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Brain Entrainment, or Learning Disabled Woman Details Brain Entrainment, or Learning Disabled Woman Discusses Brain Entrainment. Because those videos will totally 100% can totally synthesize in with this video series. Do it. Especially parents, okay, and grandparents. Now, in video number 1 and 2, I made statements concerning how there are certain technological resources attached to organized stalking and gang stalking expeditions. And I also showed some brief diagrams. So you could take the information from the diagrams and concerning what the diagrams were about, so you can research that. And the whole goal in these videos is for you to take the descriptions, write them down, research them, cross-reference the material, synthesize it. You'll be scrutinizing it as you're cross-referencing it, and then in order for you to come to an accurate, at least, overview, you'll be able to see that every single thing that I'm telling you is the absolute, factual, literal truth. And then your worldview will change, and then you will be glad that you watched my videos. So, in the first and second video, I talked about how there's certain technology that can literally be used on anyone. And the only way that you're going to be able to see the truth of that is to watch these videos. These technological resources have been developed, perfected, weaponized, and they're still being perfected as new technology is enhancing their prior capabilities. That's right. Now, I'm getting ready to show you some proof right now concerning some of the statements that I made in video number 1 and 2. I want you to listen to what these individuals state, and I want you to listen closely, and then fold this audio from this tape recorder back onto the statements that I made in video number 1 and video number 2. Okay? That's right. Because you're gonna, by listening to this, you're literally gonna be able to understand that video number 1 and 2, the statements in it are factual realities. You're gonna be able to cross-reference all of the research concerning the PDF links that I steered you to in video number 1 and 2 to this. Okay, and then after I get done transferring the audio file from this tape recorder, I'm going to make some additional statements, and then I'm going to start describing some cooperative material that you can add to what I have already described. It is my intention to keep you safe. And sweet peas, I know I keep repeating myself, but just understand what I am telling you. Understand. Okay? What I am telling you will more than likely, it's already happening in every single town, city, state in the United States. It's also happening in other countries as well. And it's literally happening right underneath your literal nose. Literally. So I want you to listen to this, and listen carefully. Oh, hold on a second.
Do a short introduction here just based on what I've seen is like a bio, and I want to encourage everyone who is listening to go to satweapons.com, SATWEAPONS.com. That is John Hall's website, and he is an expert. I believe you would say you are an expert on satellite surveillance of individuals, and I've just got a real short bio here. It is Dr. John Hall. He's a medical doctor in San Antonio, Texas. He's the author of a new book called A New Breed, Satellite Terrorism in America. So that's kind of a succinct little bio there. John, maybe you can go into some detail as to how you got involved in the subject to start out with.
Well, as you said, I'm a medical doctor here in San Antonio, and I was dating a girl who began, engaged to her actually, who began hearing voices in her surroundings and in her head, responding to those voices without loud conversation. Claimed she was being attacked by, things or weapons that she couldn't see. Then her place started getting broken into. She started being drugged with Rohypnol, or a date rape drug, and being raped. This is all along with stalking, or now what we term gang stalking. I actually prefer the term organized stalking, because with some people you say gang stalking, they picture the Crips and the Bloods and that type of thing.
Okay, now the reason why I'm stopping this right now, okay, is I want you to listen to this. You just heard John Hall talk about gang stalking. He literally just said organized stalking. Now, I've already mentioned about how they're getting along all my routes and repeat gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking in order to remind me that I am a victim of this crime. And I'm getting ready to prove to you right now. On this phone, this is necessary, just trust me. On this phone is a transferred segment of a section of an audio file of an event that took place towards me okay, by two individuals, okay, on a sidewalk on Thanksgiving Day. And today's date is January 5th, 2014. Thanksgiving Day was only November 28th, not even a month and a half ago. Okay? Now, do you hear these individuals say gang stalk, gang stalking, and gang stalking, I'm going to F you up? Remember what I said about how they place individuals along my route every single day to repeat gang stalk, gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, gang stalk. Oh my God, we're crazy. Gang stalk, gang stalk, gang stalk, gang stalking, gang stalk, everywhere I go. Except though, after this event occurred, they stopped doing it. And it went back to using certain physical gestures to let me know I'm being stalked. Just listen, you be the judge, do you hear it? Gang is stalking, I'll F you up. Gang stalk, how they said that together. And I apologize for the swearing that you heard on this, but one of the reasons why I was saying, hey, it's the criminal bums, is because one of the individuals that was involved in this harassment and the threats has been used on anywhere between 8 and 11 separate occasions in the past, prior to this event. I recognize them right away. And, so when you hear the rest of this audio file, you've already heard John Hall's talk about gang stalking. And in the first and second video, I showed you a video picture of how gang stalking is directly connected to some of the technological resources that are perpetrated against organized stalking targets, which one of those technological resources you're about ready to hear right now concerning John Hall describing them and what one of the things that they're doing to targeted individuals as a result of this technological resources, these technological resources being used against gang stalking targets. Just listen to what he has to say, and then I'll explain again what it is.
I'll do a short introduction here just based on what I see is kind of like a bio, and I want to encourage everyone who is listening to go to satwens.com. That's ATWEA-ONS.com. That's John Hall's website, and he's an expert, I believe you would say you are an expert on satellite surveillance of individuals. And I just got a very short bio here. This Dr. John Hall, he
this is especially it right here for parents to listen to this part, and then I'll explain it. And that's where you can go online at Google and type in John Hall artificial thoughts. That's what he calls them. You can also go to YouTube and type in John Hall satellite terrorism. Okay. Now, before I continue on with the next segment of this particular part of this video, hold on. What I'm going to do is going to make some brief statements because I'm noticing that my battery is really low. Okay. Basically, in video number 1 and 2, okay, which I've already discussed, okay, I talked about voice morphing a person's voice, and then using the microwave hearing effect in order, and B2K, in order to transmit psychological direction into a little girl, a teenage girl, or a young woman, or anybody, male or female, psychological direction into their audio cortex using their own voice. As a result, the individual believes they're having an internal thought, while the physiological system that is directly connected to the get up and go response, this is where the psychotronics come into play. You can go to Google right now and type in psychotronics, the get up and go response, and it should bring you up some web pages, and then you'll eventually find in one of these web pages a chart of the human body concerning what aspects of the human body can be manipulated by psychotronics, and you'll see the get up and go responses right there. Okay, so make sure that you look at video number 1 and video number 2. Video number 1 and video number 2 talk about the microwave hearing effect, which you just heard from John Hall, what they did to his fiancée. They basically just put a thought in her head using her voice, okay, to get her to go to a place to have a drink. The drink was drugged, and they raped her. They raped the hell out of her. Now, in order to see concerning this actual event, you can go to Google and type in stalked, drugged, and raped, is it happening here in San Antonio? That's right, John Hall's right on the news broadcast concerning the news feature concerning this show, concerning the statements he just made about what happened to her. Okay, so what I'm trying to do for you, whoever is watching this video, is to share this knowledge with people that you know, fathers and mothers, meticulously, everybody. I mean, brothers. You guys got to look out for yourselves. You got to look out for your family members. You got to look out for your close friends, your relatives, because these wild, vicious animals will target anybody. And then you got the brain entrainment. Once they can get a girl to go from A to B or a young boy to go to A to B to C to D, they can be coerced into thinking anything. They can even be influenced to believe what they hear they're being told. And this is where the brain entrainment comes into play at. And once they're brain entrained, they use remote neural monitoring to stimulate the neural pathway that's been entrained in order to bring the thinking and the motor cortex associated behaviors back into current consciousness in real time to be rethought out and reacted upon. Which basically means you literally have a robot. and it's stimulated under the perceptual radar. So the target who's being hit with this technology has no idea that they're even being hit with it. They just believe they're having the same exact thought to the same exact circumstance and situation. That's right, baby cakes. You would not believe what I know. You would not believe what I know. I do what I do because it's the right thing to do. Okay? Look at video number 4. Since the battery's running low, I don't want this video to stop while I'm in the middle of talking, so I'm going to stop it right now and then make the 4th video. And that 4th video is going to give you the cooperating material, which is going to blow your mind when you read that. Okay? The whole purpose of this video is for you to take all 4 videos and compose the information together to synthesize it by cross-referencing it. And then you'll be able to see every single thing that I have been telling you is the truth. Make sure you follow all instructions and all descriptions. I made this video for you, and I hope and pray, that it benefits you. Stay safe and have a good day.